Do you want to get a Cybertruck? I want to get a Cybertruck. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. But there is a one major issue about Cybertruck that could potentially cause pretty major accidents. So there recently has been a video on YouTube. His name is Whistle Diesel or something. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but he was towing a Ford truck, right? Ford 150, and when he was towing it, the frame kind of just snapped, which is kind of looks crazy. At the same time, it's rated to tow about 11,000 pounds of stuff you can tow, right? And you expect it to be really really high quality, but when it snapped, look at the inside, it just got attached by like a tool frame, a metal frame, and the rest of it is just cheap kind of looking plastic, right? And how does like that accident cause more potential problems down the road? So let's say you're towing a trailer, right, so Cybertruck, and you're towing a trailer, and the trailer might have hit like a pothole or something, and or might have hit like a nail and cause a flat tire. And when the trailer gets a flat tire, you're just kind of stuck on the ground, kind of grind on the ground. And when it kind of grinds on the ground, there's no stabilized movement. It will cause the Cybertruck panel to just snap off, like the way the video did it. When it snap off in the middle of the highway going 70 miles per hour, that could cause major accidents. That's what the video concluded, right? So Cybertruck are made to like give you the um, most durable usability. You can shoot it with a gun. You can hit it. You can use a metal ball to hit the window, and it won't even break. But looking at that video kind of just worries me about getting a Cybertruck now. So I really need an engineer to confirm what exactly went down on that video that caused this back panel to snap off, and look at the inside. Looks really really cheap in my opinion, right? Because the goal of the Cybertruck is to produce the truck efficiently and quickly as possible without any major add-ons, right? So there's, the middle is not even dyed and doesn't have any paintings, right? And it's kind of look like unfinished, right? It just bent it and snap it back on there to the truck. That's how quickly they wanted the middle to be. That's why the edges are so sharp, because they just bent the middle, put it on the car, compared to like the regular aluminum cars, right? You melt the metals, melt it, and then put it in a die cast, and then piece all the parts together. But Cybertruck is totally different, and I feel like it caused a lot of delays, because not because of the design, but because of a lot of new technology inside, going to a new voltage design system where they lower the wiring in the car, right? And the hardest part about the car probably is the middle. Try to bend it, right? It's the one of the hardest thing still, middle, right? And honestly, it's getting really really popular in the celebrity world. You see Justin Bieber driving it, you see Kanye West driving it, and they have a huge influence on what people want to buy. You never saw a celebrity driving a Toyota or a Honda, right? If you saw a celebrity driving a uh, Maserati or a Ferrari, people want it because they are the highest social class on earth, right? So celebrities, they have a lot of money, and all eyes are on them. So you saw Justin Bieber driving it, or you saw one of the NFL people driving it. I think he played for the Oklahoma City Thunders. He drove it. Kanye West, huge influencer, You see them drive it, you wanna drive it too, right? Even though it costs $100,000. But do you think it's worth it? Well, there's a couple of things in the video that made me want it more. At this point, I know like I'm making trying to warn you guys like it's not warn you like it's not like it might cause problems down the road if you're holding or towing a trailer. But I don't really tow a trailer for work because I don't really own a farm. But you saw the video of him putting like basically a grenade attached to the car, and he blew it up, and the car was perfectly fine. And you can use a machine gun to shoot at the car, and none of the bullet even went through. Even during a grenade, the grenade even go through the car. It was so hard. I love that. Think about that, right? They also put a grenade on the Ford 150, and it kind of basically punctured a hole in the car. Well, now, like you might be asking, like, are we living in a war zone where there's grenades threw at you from multiple directions? No, not really. But if you're getting into an accident and the car is traveling 80 miles per hour and you got hit, I don't want the car like a metal piece going through the car and spear me and right in the body or something. That could kill me. Like it could cause like permanent damage, right? I want like a really hard exterior instead of like soft exterior that is currently made on every single car. Right? That's I like the way Tesla thinks in their kind of like the first principle thinking, right? Um, take a car and break it down into their most simplest form, which is the atom level, and design it from ground up. And it does make sense. You don't want the exterior to be the softest part. Why do you want to make the exterior the softest part? When you get hit, it might cause you severe damage. You want it to be the hardest part instead of the softest part. So I really like that, right? And because driving like in the highways, you're not going 20 miles per hour. Like if you get an accident to 20 miles in a 20 mile per hour zone, I think you'll be fine. Like a soft exterior design will be okay. But if you're driving 80 miles per hour, which is 75 or 80, which is majority of highway driving, you're gonna get a lot of damage. Some of the cars get crumbled, right? Be stuck between a truck and they get crumbled, like a aluminum can, right? And you want the exterior to be the hardest part. And another thing is the polarizing design. I like to get into a topic about that for a little bit too. It looks polarizing. I actually before I talk about how it looks, right? People have seen it online, and some people might change their mind when they really see it on person, right? I saw it online when it was on video. I was really mad. I was like, man, why they Elon made this truck looks really ugly? I don't even want to drive it. I just want to drive a normal truck. Like if they decided to go to the conventional route where they produce a design Cybertruck that looked like the rest of the truck, they would have been a lot easier to produce, and it would have gotten to the market in 1 year. But Cybertruck took 3 years from the day it unveiled to the day of delivery. 3 years to produce. That is a major step back, right, in the automotive world. But polarizing design, right? I saw it online. I didn't really like it until one day around 9 p.m. someone in Facebook group, one of my friend that I know personally, he's a huge EV fan. He posted online that Cybertruck is parked at one of the hotels because one guy, he's driving a 18-wheeler and he was holding like 4 or 5 Cybertruck on it, and he was parking at one of the hotels to get some rest, right? And he posted, hey, I saw Cybertruck at Walmart. And that post got like, keep in mind that the community is really small. So but that post generated a lot of buzz, right? It got like maybe 400 likes, and a lot of people went there just to take pictures. And even as I talked to another guy on Facebook, he lived an hour away, and he decided to drive 1 hour just to see the Cybertruck. And when you see it in person, believe me, when you see it in person, you will likely change your mind about the Cybertruck. It looks futuristic, right? You see it online or first in person, you might not like it. Like that's what I thought. I might not like it, but when I see it in person, I was like in awe, right? The design, if it looked uh, like a Falcon fighter jet instead of, it's kind of comparing like like the American airline airplanes, right? These are like the regular airplanes that uh, travels when you go want to go from New York to Canada or New York to Arkansas, like state to state, domestic or international travel, and they are not made for battle, right? And if you want to get airplane that is made for battle, you get the F-45 Falcon or something that is black, looks awesome and super fast, and kind of they have sharp edges too, right, on the design. If you look at them closely, right, not like the one we ride when we go to like different states or different countries, right? They are made for traveling passengers. But Cybertruck remind me of F-45, really fast, looks really cool, and it is unbreakable, right? You use a bullet, and you can't pierce through. But one thing you guys can keep in mind, if you want a Cybertruck too, like me, but one thing is you gotta get a lot of attention, because Cybertruck is still pretty hard to get, and one of the truck costs about $100,000. So whenever you park anywhere, like at Walmart or at Dollar General or at a restaurant, you're gonna see people standing around your truck trying to take pictures. It's not because you're a celebrity, it's because your truck is a big celebrity in the town. Like especially if you live in a small town, right? And you got the Cybertruck to bring the Cybertruck to the one of the car shows or something. Everyone gonna gather around you, and most likely they want to talk a little bit more about the Cybertruck from you, right? Want to learn more about it. So be prepared to spend maybe 10 to 20 minutes of your day just talking to random people. They might come up to you saying, "Hey, can I take a picture?" Or, "Hey, how much is the car? How long does it need to charge? How big is inside the car?" I Right now, I believe I can't even get a test drive of the car, right? I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and they had a Cybertruck in the showroom, right? And I tried to call them, and they said you can't get in. It's just like a soul car. Um you can just look at it, right? So I bet like majority of previous Tesla owners, they order a Cybertruck without even test driving it. Like, to be honest with you guys, right now I ordered a Model Y without even driving it too, because I love the design of it. It's very aesthetically pleasing. And do I think like Cybertruck look better than a Ferrari or a Lamborghini Urus or a Porsche 911 or a Mercedes-Benz SUV GLE? Like all these cars line up side by side. From the eye perspective, which one do you think looks better? I think Cybertruck look the coolest out of all of it. That's my opinion, because the design just grew so much on me. I even have a manager. He says that he's like great to me, right? We are good friends at a personal level, and he's thinking about getting a truck, and he said he will not drive the Cybertruck because the amount of attention that he gets. Like if you're driving it and you stop at a red light, right? Then you're gonna get left, right behind you, everybody just gonna stare at your truck, and you can see them holding. Even if you're driving in the highway, you can see a phone right by the window, like try to take a video of your car. That's how much attention you'll get. And personally, I don't really like attention that much. I'm like an introverted guy. I like to stay low. I like to just buy a regular car that don't look out of place. Doesn't look like I'm the biggest person or biggest deal on the road, right? Literally, when you buy the truck, you'll be the biggest truck on the road, and you cannot miss it. Like, it look like a giant refrigerator, right? Stainless steel refrigerator, and you just basically put 4 wheels on that giant stainless steel refrigerator, right? And when the lights hit it, you're gonna have that glare, like that pretty strong glare, not gonna lie, unless you get wrap it with different colors like matte black. I see people wrap it with red color, and if I get it, I'll probably just leave it the same color as it is, since I don't really plan to do anything more than that. But $100 is way too much. I feel like I gotta put that and the down payment for 2 house, right? And you can rent the house out and get about 1,500 on the rental property, right? I don't really need a truck that protect me from bullets. Right now, we are living in a pretty safe country. I say pretty safe because America's own guns, right? And we are the gun free, the right to bear arms, Second Amendment country, right? And I feel like there is still a danger where there might be a shooting going on if you drive to the hood and you want a car that can protect you, right? And that could be potentially helpful. Compare if you drive to Japan or China, where you cannot legally own a gun. Only the police officer can own a gun, right? Um, and you probably don't need a Cybertruck, right? The event of a gun shooting at your car is extremely rare. But here, everyone owns a gun. Even in Texas, I think it's free to own guns or something. Um, so it gets a bit crazy. Like, if you see someone, like if you drive in the hood and you do a shootout or something, and you'll be thankful you're in a Cybertruck that protects you, right? So that's the only scenario I see where you go drive somewhere and you need a feature of the stainless steel where a bullet cannot pierce through your truck. But yeah, that's my overall thought about the car, the truck, not a car, a truck, a Cybertruck. I would categorize that truck as a new category, right? If the truck is very, very successful in design and people love it, right now, it's very, very promising. A lot of people love the design. Right now, until wait. I know you say you don't love the design, but when you see it in person, it might change your mind. Just see it in person, sit in it for like 2 minutes, and you know what I'm talking about. Like that, seeing it in person, like it's like dating, right? You see the profile, like, that girl doesn't look that great, but when you see her in person, see the full image, experience the presence of an object so close to you where you can touch it and feel it, it might change your mind. That's all I'm saying. Like, you might not the design right now, but if you see it in person, you might. A lot of people change their mind. 9 out of 10. There may be one person that saw it and didn't like it. That might be you, but 90% people loved it when they saw the Cybertruck. Like, that's my personal experience. I went with some friends to the showroom, and they said, "Oh, it looked real ugly. I don't like it." But when they saw it in person, they changed their mind completely. But yeah, Cybertruck is great. If they lower the price, I definitely will buy a Cybertruck. It's a new dream car for me. And design might be polarizing, but once they lower the price, more people get it. You're not gonna get all that attention anymore as of right now. Right now, it's just celebrities getting the Cybertruck. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this short video. If you guys like it, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next one.